Hello, my name is Jimmy Sandoval. Today I'm going to give you guys a speech about my public speaking experiences. I am part of the Honor Guard at Fort Sam Houston. I'm taking an intro to speech class so I can improve speaking in front of large crowds without losing my professionalism. Today I'll be talking to you about my strengths and weaknesses as a public speaker, and then I will go over how I can improve upon those strengths and weaknesses. My strengths as a public speaker come mostly from my time in the military. I've been placed in charge of platoons and squads. I've given PowerPoint presentations on safety focus events. Most notably would be the PowerPoint presentation I did for ground guiding. I had to do that for a safety day. So I had to show everybody hand and arm signals on how to ground guide vehicles properly. The Warrior Leaders course, I did that when I was at Fort Stewart, Georgia. I got a little bit of instruction on public speaking while I was there. I was also the platoon sergeant for the duration of Warrior Leaders course, where I had to, on numerous occasions, speak to my whole platoon about the day's events, the next day's events, and many other things. I have about 8 years of experience as a public speaker. My first time as a public speaker would be when I was a junior non-commissioned officer. I was giving sergeant's time training classes. It ranged from things for first aid all the way to vehicles, PMCS. I've conducted classes of instruction on weapons, vehicles, and other military equipment. Since I have been at HHC USAG, I was in the 2nd platoon where I worked with the cannon squad. I instructed classes there for numerous people, teaching them how to properly load, fire, and unload the cannons for ceremonies. I give short speeches almost daily to the families of deceased military veterans. It's not a very long speech, it's about 30 seconds, but it's a very heartfelt speech. It's simple, but to the point. It's also the last award that these family members, that these veterans receive from the military. My weaknesses as a public speaker are self-conscious. When I'm going over my speech, preparing for it, I always know exactly how I want it to go. But when things don't go my way, I get visibly nervous. I start to get frustrated, I shake, hands, voice. It's a very simple thing, but it always happens. The other weakness that I have is the fillers. And using that a lot. I always do that. The ways I can improve upon my public speaking would be to prepare myself a little bit more. Going over it, because not everything's always going to go the way you plan. So you just got to kind of go with it and expect all of those things not to happen. Also, I could prepare a little bit more by practicing in front of other personnel before I do it publicly. That way, it goes more smoothly, so I'm not using all the fillers. Last, I could also do a little bit more preparation with my writing as well. But when I started taking the public speaking class, I didn't realize how much experience I had as a public speaker already. So I just need to focus a little bit more so I don't get frustrated as easily. And then I need to also prepare a little bit more. That way I don't have to use the fillers. So it'll flow a little bit more smoothly. Thank you.